On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Inefficient.
Lacking the ability or skill and not making the best use of time, money, energy, etc.
Examples:
Inefficient use. Inefficient management. The system is still so inefficient that it is useless.
Pointless.
Having no purpose or reason, serving no useful function, meaningless or senseless.
Examples:
Pointless argument. Pointless task. The meeting was considered pointless since nothing was accomplished.
Redefine.
To change the meaning or interpretation of something. To make people think about something in a new or different way.
Examples:
Redefine customer experience. Redefine our role. The video telephony application has redefined the way we work.
Elector.
A person who has the right to vote in an election.
Examples:
Presidential elector. Qualified for an elector. The elector cast their vote for the candidate they believed in.
Conceptualization.
The process of forming or developing an abstract idea or concept, often through the use of language or other symbolic representations.
Examples:
Conceptualization of a problem. The conceptualization of the sculpture. The conceptualization of the project took several weeks to complete.
Nonviolence.
The use of peaceful means, such as civil disobedience or passive resistance, rather than violence to achieve a goal, especially in the context of political or social change.
Examples:
Nonviolence movement. Nonviolence protest. Martin Luther King Jr. was a champion of nonviolence in the fight for civil rights.
Entrenched.
Established firmly and securely.
Examples:
Entrenched ideas. Entrenched positions. The monarch exploited the peasants using its entrenched power.
Monarchy.
A form of government in which a country is ruled by a king or a queen who typically inherits the authority.
Examples:
Monarchy system. Abolish monarchy. The monarchy government had been in power for centuries.
Dictator.
A political leader who has complete power over a country, especially one who has obtained control by force.
Examples:
Military dictator. A dictator with enormous powers. A popular uprising led to the overthrow of the dictator.
Veneer.
A thin layer of material applied to the surface of something for decoration or protection, a superficial or deceptive outward appearance that conceals the true nature of something beneath it.
Examples:
veneer knowledge, veneer stone. The wooden table had a thin veneer of cherry wood on top, giving it a beautiful and glossy finish.
Enrich.
To make better or improve in quality by adding something else.
Examples:
enrich a gas with a balloon. Enrich public services. Reading not only increases knowledge, but also enriches life.
Colonize.
To establish a colony in or on a specific place, to settle or occupy in large numbers.
Examples:
colonize planets. Colonize for cultivation. European powers colonized much of the Americas in the 16th and 17th centuries.
Overthrow.
To defeat or remove a leader or a government from a position of power by force.
Examples:
overthrow the government. Overthrow the theory. The group aims to overthrow the military regime.
Austerity.
The state or condition of being stern, rigid, or uncompromising, or being simple or plain, an economic policy or measure that seeks to reduce government spending and debt.
Examples:
impose austerity. Economic austerity. The government's austerity measures have resulted in widespread protests and discontent.
Autocratic.
Having absolute power and forcing people to obey completely without asking.
Examples:
in an autocratic manner. Autocratic regimes. That emperor amended the law to allow him to continue his autocratic rule even after he abdicated.
Shortcoming.
A lack or deficiency in a particular respect, a fault or defect.
Examples:
have a serious shortcoming. The shortcoming in the system. The company's main shortcoming was a lack of innovation.
Liberate.
To set free, to release or rescue from captivity or oppression.
Examples:
liberate people from oppression. Liberate potential. The prisoners were liberated after the war ended.
Non-governmental.
Not belonging to or controlled by a government.
Examples:
non-governmental aid worker. Non-governmental agency. The non-governmental organization works to promote human rights in developing countries.
Detain.
To keep someone in official custody, to prevent them from leaving.
Examples:
detain a terrorist. Detain for investigation. The police detained the suspect for questioning.
Outcry.
A strong expression of public protest, anger, or dissent. A great outcry. National outcry. The outcry against the new policy was heard loud and clear by the government.
Upsurge.
A sudden and significant increase, a rise, or surge in something, especially in intensity or frequency.
Examples:
Population upsurge. An upsurge of emotion. The country saw an upsurge in tourism after the new airport was built.
Urbanize.
To make an area more urban in character or nature, often through the development and expansion of cities or towns.
Examples:
Urbanize a region. Urbanize transportation systems. The government plans to urbanize the rural area by building more housing units and improving transportation infrastructure.
Trickle.
To flow or drip slowly and in small amounts, to happen or occur gradually or in small quantities.
Examples:
Trickle down my cheek. Trickle from his eyes. Water was beginning to trickle into the basement after the heavy rain.
Eke.
To make a living or support oneself with difficulty, or by supplementing one's income with additional work or resources. To manage or get by with what is available, often by means of careful or thrifty measures.
Examples:
Eke out a few extra dollars. Eke out a narrow victory. He managed to eke out a living by doing odd jobs.
Skyrocket.
To rapidly ascend to a very high level, increase rapidly.
Examples:
Skyrocket the cost. Price skyrocketed. Production has decreased, but costs and unemployment have skyrocketed dramatically.
Hallmark.
A distinctive characteristic or attribute of a person or thing.
Examples:
The hallmark of a good scientist. The hallmark of modern life. A clear and simple expression is the hallmark of good writing.
Disrupt.
To prevent or stop something, especially an event, activity, or process, from continuing in the usual way by causing a problem or disturbance.
Examples:
Disrupt a well-ordered condition. Disrupt sleep. I'm so sorry to disrupt you when you're pretty busy.
Helpless.
Unable to take care of oneself or to do things without help.
Examples:
Helpless baby. Helpless victims. I feel so helpless without you.
Diminish.
To reduce or be reduced in size, extent, or importance. To make something smaller, weaker, etc.
Examples:
Diminish a reputation. Diminish swelling. As people get old, their energies may diminish.
Unseen.
Not seen or noticed, not perceived.
Examples:
Unseen danger. An unseen force. The consequences of the pandemic remain unseen as scientists continue to research the virus.
Succumb.
To fail to oppose something, such as desire, pressure, or some other opposing force. To die or suffer badly from the effect of a disease or injury.
Examples:
Succumb to cancer. Succumb to old age. He finally succumbed to temptation.
Exclusionary.
Tending to exclude or keep out certain groups, individuals, or ideas, characterized by the exclusion of others.
Examples:
Exclusionary clause. Exclusionary practices. The new housing development faced criticism for its exclusionary policies towards lower-income residents.
Nationalist.
Relating to or supporting a political ideology that emphasizes a strong sense of national identity and devotion to one's own country.
Examples:
Nationalist sentiment. Nationalist revolt. The nationalist rally attracted thousands of supporters.
Woe.
Significant problems or troubles, great unhappiness.
Examples:
Economic woe. Full of woe. Recurrent financial woes hampered his subsequent career.
Disillusion.
To disappoint someone or something because you found that something you believed in or hoped for was not as it seemed.
Examples:
Disillusion the young. Disillusion him about reality. She felt disillusioned with the management and decided to leave.
Able-bodied.
Having a healthy and strong body capable of physical activities, not suffering from physical disabilities that limit movement or strength.
Examples:
Able-bodied worker. Able-bodied athlete. The job posting required an able-bodied person for heavy lifting.
Confine.
To restrict the movement of someone or something.
Examples:
Confine themselves solely. Confine the scope of use. The animal was confined in a small cage.
Contentious.
Likely to cause people to disagree and argue, liking to argue.
Examples:
Contentious subject. Contentious debate. There are many contentious issues in claiming a patent.
Devoid.
Completely lacking or free from something.
Examples:
Devoid of life. Air devoid of pollution. The room was devoid of any furniture or decorations.
Riot.
A violent disturbance of the peace by a crowd, characterized by destruction of property, looting, arson, and attacks on individuals.
Examples:
Riot police, riot control gas. The riots in the city have left many buildings damaged and several people injured.
Discredit.
To harm the reputation or credibility of someone or something. To make something appear untrue or unreliable.
Examples:
discredit a theory, discredit a witness. The company's unethical practices have discredited its brand image in the eyes of consumers.
Harass.
To annoy, torment, or pester persistently, to subject someone to repeated or chronic attacks or unwelcome attention.
Examples:
harass the enemy, harass with constant criticism. She was constantly harassed by her ex-boyfriend and had to get a restraining order.
Persevere.
To persist in the course of action, despite opposition or difficulty, to continue with determination despite setbacks, obstacles, or discouragement.
Examples:
persevere through hardships, persevere in my goals. Even when faced with challenges, it's important to persevere and never give up.